Over the past year, many African countries have gone to the polls to elect new presidents, governments, and parliaments. There were also local elections and some referendums across the continent. Some of the tensest elections took place in Senegal, where voters finally got a chance to elect a new president in March and a new parliament in November. Senegal's new prime minister and president now have a fresh chance to draft a budget and pass a raft of promised reforms. Foreign investors in Senegal's extractive sectors, including oil, gas, and mining, will be on alert as the new government has pledged to review contracts to generate more revenue for the state. In nearby Ghana, the election has been a tight race between the established political parties, offering fewer choices to Ghanaians in terms of policy following a long economic and sovereign debt crisis. Outbreaks of political and economic unrest have been frequent in the run-up to the vote in Ghana. There was little surprise in Mauritania's election, where the incumbent was elected to a second term and investors will be assured of policy continuity in key sectors such as mining, gas, and green hydrogen. In fact, several African elections offered little choice beyond a continuation of the status quo. In Rwanda, Algeria, Tunisia, Madagascar, Comoros, and Chad, ruling elites were re-elected often in criticized votes. Some of the military-controlled states in the Sahel delayed their elections into next year, driving higher prospect of instability and fueling regional insurgency. In southern Africa, ballots have been more competitive, resulting in a loss of a parliamentary majority for the longtime ANC in South Africa. The new unity government in Africa's largest economy has been making swift progress in improving service delivery, power supply, and logistics. In Botswana, the dominant BDP party lost power for the first time since independence in 1966 in the context of economic weakness and record unemployment. In neighboring Namibia, the government must drive economic progress to avoid electoral defeat in the future. But in Mozambique, a contested election has triggered months of riots and blocking of key roads, disrupting regional trade. Foreign investors in Mozambique's hydrocarbon, mining, and agribusiness sectors will be cautious of more instability into 2025. Next year, Pangaea Risk will monitor elections in Egypt, Ivory Coast, Togo, Burundi, Cameroon, Gabon, Tanzania, and Malawi.